Hi guys, I'm Laura Chubb, and today I'm here to show you how to teach your dog a prong collar down. So at this point, it doesn't matter whether your dog understands what a down is or not. You're going to already have your prong collar fitted, and when you fit your prong collar and when you're working on moving commands, you're going to have your chain at the top. For this, you're going to want the chain down at the bottom of the neck. So once you've flipped your prong collar around so that the chain is at the bottom of the neck, break, come on. You're going to get your dog into a stand, and you're not going to give your dog the DOWN command. All you're going to do is you're going to put leash pressure down towards the ground without saying anything. I'm only using one finger, so this is really, really gentle pressure. All I'm going to do is I'm going to loop it under my foot. Good. Break. And I'm going to gently pull up on it until the dog goes down. Again, you're not using a bunch of pressure. You should be able to do this with one finger. If your dog's resisting, just keep that gentle pressure and wait until they comply. So again, not giving any sort of command. Step on your leash. Till the dog goes into a down. Good. Break. The reason we're not naming this command yet is because we want to get her used to the feeling of the prong collar and what downward pressure means. If we never teach the dog how to shut off the pressure, you can be saying down all day long and they're not going to understand what you want. So if you train down with food, any other way, when you start to put prong pressure on, it doesn't matter if the dog understands what down means or not. If they choose to resist that time, they're not going to understand how to shut it off because they're used to just hearing the word. So if you take the word out and just teach them how to shut the prong pressure off, when they do choose, I'm not going to do it today, and you apply prong pressure, they're going to understand what that means and how to shut it off. Good girl. Break. So again, no command. No. So she goes into a down. So now that she's pretty comfortable with it and she understands, as soon as she feels it to go down into a down, that's when you're going to start naming the command. Good girl. Break. Down. Good girl. Yeah, it's a good girl. Break. Down. Good girl. Break. Down. Good girl. So once your dog is understanding the prong pressure, understanding the command, and they're doing it very, very consistently, you're going to start to run into situations that, like I said earlier, your dog's just going to decide, I understand everything, not feeling it today. At that point, what you're going to do is you're going to give an actual correction with a prong collar. Good girl. Break. So you're going to say down. The dog decides it's not going to do it today, so you're going to give a pop with the prong collar. So this isn't, so gentle as we were doing, with one finger under the foot. It's an actual correction. Good girl. Break. Down. No. Good. It's still not, I'm not using very much of my arm strength. It's just a little bit of a flip of the wrist. No. Down. Good. That way the dog understands, no, down. Good girl. That, they did something wrong and it's not, a gentle down. They understand what they're supposed to do. They're just not listening. This is what you're going to use. You know, if the dog eventually just starts getting up on its own, you're having trouble with duration, you're going to give correction instead of guidance. What we did was guidance earlier to teach the dog what we're wanting. Now that they've understood it, again, she's not all the way there. It's going to take, you know, a good few sessions until the dog really, really understands what you're wanting. But once you know that the dog is just being stubborn instead of not understanding, that's when you're going to start to give corrections instead of guidance. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching.